Okay, folks. Okay. Let's get to oh shit. All right. All right, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live here on not just Facebook. I meant YouTube, but also Rumble. Okay. Okay. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Okay. We're gonna go here. Go to Rumble. Okay. Now we're going to now the thing is, the gloves are finally coming off. I mean, they're going to come off. And all right. All right, folks, we're here. We're doing double duty here on Rumble as well as YouTube. We're going to pick up here. I was going to come out here and listen to my radio. And this is a Baofeng UV5R. And now I want to get to the actual fucking nitty gritty here. Now, it's really looking bad for the Democrats, man. Not just the Democrat liberals and progressives, but also the neocons and rhinos of the GOP. Um, I mean, it's just when you realize this whole entire fucking nonsense, man. You got to ask yourself, right? What else? Okay, what else is there, right? You got ICE being attacked. You got um, you got Portland PD, who are bought and paid for by Antifa's, uh, I say, foreign donor, fucking George Soros, George fucking Soros, And this past Saturday, we did a live feed broadcast on the Worldwide Resistance Network, and it's really just insane, really fucking insane, And you got this one candidate for Congress. All of a sudden, it came up and said, "Just in case if you know, I'm not being paid." This is in Tennessee. Okay, Tennessee. a buddy of mine who runs the Worldwide Resistance Network, he he it's funny, like nobody said anything about this woman being paid to be at this No King rally. Like the United States don't have a king, never did, right? Once we became a nation, there was no king, no monarchy, no we call it parliament, none of that shit. We have a president. We have an Oval Office, right? We have the White House, right? The executive branch, the president. We have Congress. We have the Senate building. What? Where? Who in it? Senators, right? Senators. Um, Now we're seeing all these riots and shit, happening. Portland PD, those fucking pansy ass bitches and shit, they're protecting Antifa. Okay? Portland is the most liberal and progressive city ever in Oregon. Okay? And how do you break that? You have either a Republican or an independent or a ballsy zero fucks given attitude libertarian. Okay? And that would definitely, plus, you need a mayor that's the same way. Either a Republican, independent, or a libertarian with a fucking zero fuck given attitude and balls. That would definitely terrify the shit out of Portland PD. You know, if you have this shit happening, right? You're gonna have the police chief. You need to have the police chief by the fucking ball, okay? By the balls. And you need to squeeze those balls tight where it would make the police chief very fucking uncomfortable. Okay? Now, if you look at here in California, Illinois, and fucking New York and shit, right? And also in Seattle, right? Hey, what the fuck, we need these Democrat, liberal, progressive cocksuckers and shit. That are governors, that are mayors and whatnot, whatever it is. We need to scare these fuckers politically. Okay, where hey, look, you motherfuckers, you're the reason. Okay, you're the fucking reason why you're pissed off because you're not getting your fucking way with the immigrants. Because you need them, right? You need them for your votes, right? Your votes, but also you need them to be your contingency plan, your plan B, right? These Democrats, whether you're a progressive or liberal, since they lost a majority of the black vote, they need immigrants to vote for them, and they're willing to bullshit their state. We're going to give immigrants driver's license. Okay, so here in California, we had a 21-year-old Mexican national who's not a citizen, but yet was given a license by Gavin fucking Nutless Newsweek. Killed three people. Three people. This is why The American people are fucking pissed. Okay, so let me call out these little Democrat voters who voted for this shit. You voted in what you got. Okay? You motherfuckers who are the agitators, you cannot get mad. Okay? Now look, you cannot get fucking mad, right? Because ICE is taking people away who are not here legally and they're committing crimes, right? Right? Yeah. So stop and think, okay? Stop and think, okay? Now, I live in California, which is a blue state. Most of the counties are red, okay? This motherfucker, Gavin Newsom, is trying to be the Democrats' equivalent of Donald Trump. This motherfucker will never ever be fucking president. Why? Because he's a stupid motherfucker who wants to be like the governor of Hawaii and turn Los Angeles into a smart fucking city. Right? Because Maui had a fire a couple years ago, right? Had a fire. Most of Maui is gone. Okay? The governor said, we're not going to rebuild. Why? Why? Because they want to build a smart city. Because what's China? A smart country, right? They have cameras everywhere, right? Everywhere. And if you fuck up, they're going to punish you through the credit system. This is what the Democrats want, right? Because it's their utopia, man. It's their own fucking utopia to keep people down and apart. Okay, now the thing is, you gotta wonder, for a moment here, guys. So you ask yourself, right? You ask yourself, what can we do about it? They're all pushing this smart, this real ID shit. There is no such thing as a real ID. It's a scam. Okay, it's a scam. To get the real ID, you need to show your birth certificate, your social security number, everything known to fucking man. All that bullshit. And it's like, well, you need to get the ID to make sure that you're able to vote. Motherfucker, you don't need a real ID just to fucking vote at a fucking booth, man. It's bullshit. No more, no less. It's bullshit. And so, you gotta think here, man, because when you look at these riots, right? These riots, you got these little asshole agitators not really understanding that you got what you voted, you son of a bitch. You got what you voted. You wasted a vote, right? You wasted a vote because you want to protect the illegal immigrants. Well, right? You want to further vote for what you paid for, right? So, like, if somebody in your family gets assaulted, right, in a very derogatory way, very very inhumane way, but yet you're willing to vote your family's life away. As in, you're willing to vote for a Democrat, whether they're a liberal or progressive, to protect an illegal immigrant who has a crime, has a record of robbery and murder and sexual assault, molestation, and rape, all that shit, And the thing is, these are the things that they do not want you to talk about, because if you do, then you're a racist, you're a misogynist, you're every name in the fucking book. Okay, if you mention it, you're a racist, you're homophobic, you are a you're a MAGA zombie, whatever that shit is. Every name in the fucking book, right? Now, it's sad that these agitators who are being spoon fed a bunch of fucking bullshit, right? Hey, there you go. Not taking the time to really stop and think that maybe you guys are getting fucked with a promise that you're not getting, right? Are you getting the promises you're getting, right? Are you getting the promises that these liberal and progressive Democrats are promising you? Are you getting what you're being promised? I tell you now, you're not. You're not. Because how many people are re-registering as a Republican or independent or a libertarian, right? Because the Democratic Party, the DNC, is right now their credibility is shot, and their favoritism is dropping badly, close to the single fucking digit, man. That shit. Now I know what I'm saying is being kind of. I know it's gonna get shit up bad. I get it. I get it. And so I'm sitting here thinking, okay, like, why is it, right? Why is it that a guy, he's a illegal immigrant, he raped a 14-year-old girl and was let go because, in the judge's terms, the rape wasn't long enough. The rape wasn't long enough. That is that is just absolutely just fucking wrong, man. He committed the crime, but the judge said he's free to go because the rape wasn't long enough. So if I had a daughter who was 14 years old that was raped by illegal immigrant, and the son of a bitch was arrested, charged, and yet but was let go because the rape wasn't long enough. Really, really. As a father, I would be pissed. I would be fucking livid, man. And this is why Ireland has taken the gloves off. They removed the filters and shit. Okay? Ireland is doing what England should have been doing a long fucking time ago. This is why I'm supporting the Irish right now. Okay? This is why I'm supporting the Irish. Okay? There's a few countries out there that are really, really dropping the hammer on Islam. Okay? On Islam. France too. France too. Because it seems that you're to these immigrants, you're not allowed to be yourself. You ladies in Ireland and France and places, it seems that you're not allowed to wear what you want to wear. You're not allowed to wear a dress. You can't wear makeup, right? Um, it seems that it's against the religion of Islam that you, as a Irish woman or English woman or Canadian woman or a European woman, whatever, you are not allowed to go without a male escort, male chaperone. Can't wear a dress, can't wear makeup, can't do shit. You have to cover your face because if you don't, Allah will smite you. Well, fuck Allah. Okay? Fuck Allah. Okay? Simple as that, Because Islam is a religion of destruction and carnage. Okay? Christianity is a religion of faith, of peace, right? Of peace and and repentance. Repent for forgiveness. God forbid, I mean shit. Um I mean the thing is, I got nothing against anybody who I mean, if anybody who's has common sense and is of Muslim faith, that has common sense and do has the brains and the ears and the eyes to see, hear, and think, those are the ones who I respect. The other ones who just don't give a fuck and think that, oh, I need sex. Oh, how about a kick in the nuts, dude? How about a kick in the fucking balls, dude? Because Islam is a religion in a huge percentage. Islam is a religion of misogyny, man. Misogyny, right? Okay. So some dumbass says, well, women deserve to be raped because they're not obeying. Dude, because because you don't like being where you're from, but you're willing to go to another country and tell other people what to do, right? That's not how it works, okay? People have the right to be themselves, okay? They have a right to be themselves, okay? And I know that probably pissing off a lot of people and also maybe even upsetting a lot of people. But the thing is, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't. Now, thing is, I could get banned right now for saying this. I could get banned off of YouTube and also other platforms, for saying this. But the thing is, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't. because you have to really take the time to think. Okay, why is it that people in England cannot wave the Union Jack? Right? They cannot have a Union Jack emoji on their social media platform, right? Like, when did England and the United States become anti-Union Jack and anti-Old Glory, right? Right? If I wanted to swing Old Glory, right, I could get arrested in public. Yeah, in public. Yeah. So if I was an Englishman or yeah, Englishman, and I'm waving the Union Jack, yeah, the Union Jack under Starmer, okay, under Starmer, I could get arrested, right, for inciting violence, right, and insulting the Islamic community by waving the Union Jack, right? Or if I say that I'm pro England, pro England, pro, I could have a police officer from in England, someplace, come to my door or come near me, find me in public to tell me I have to delete what I posted or shared, or I'm at home and I can be told that I have to hand over my phone. Why? Because I would be violating, right, the what's it act? Online Safety Act. Yeah, I could be cited for violating. I could be cited or arrested, right, for violating the Online Safety Act. Okay, so um, like, why is it that even here, even the United States, right, the United States, we have a thing called COPA. Okay, COPA, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Okay, COPPA, and COPA is working. COPA is working pretty good. We don't need a U.S. equivalent of the Online Safety Act, which means complete censorship, right? Complete, you yeah, yeah. We, we had this happened pre-COVID, 5 years ago, pre-COVID. Okay, this girl, she was with her parents. They're on a road trip, and she got sick. Okay, she ended up in the hospital. Okay, she ended up in the hospital. Okay, and she posted a couple of Instagram pictures. Okay, couple of Instagram pictures, and she uploaded a picture of herself in the hospital with a little message, with a little saying that she's doing fine, but she's in the hospital, but she's doing good, fine, but she's kind of sick. Now, but she wanted everybody to know, hey, I'm okay, just a little sick, just having a little bit of a health scare here. So, and somehow someone at the school caught wind of it, went to the principal and said, hey, you know, and the principal contacted the sheriff department. Okay, called 911. Basically lied about then the sheriff went to the house and said, "We need to talk to your daughter in front of her dad." You know, and to tell the girl that she needed to delete the post. And if she doesn't, she'll be placed under arrest. Right now, the sheriff should understand. Look, schools do not give a fuck about your constitutional rights. Okay, whether it's grammar school, junior high school, or college, they do not give a fuck about your freedom of speech. Okay, that's how it is because they're so worried about their reputation. Well, I say fuck their reputation. Okay, fuck you and your goddamn reputation. Okay, we all have the freedom of speech. Okay, I right to freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, peacefully assemble, and to redress our grievances to our government. Five principles of the First Amendment. The five principles of the First Amendment. Okay, simple as that. So she ended up deleting the post. So the school should have got sued. So should the sheriff. Now, from what I'm thinking, what we got is that the sheriff got sued, the school got sued because what they did was they violated the First Amendment. Okay, First Amendment. Now, here's another case where a veteran on Facebook, okay, on Facebook, he posted, okay, he was venting on Facebook, okay. Now, here's the thing: law enforcement also monitors social media. They went to this guy's house and they sent him to an asylum because allegedly he was mental malfunctioning. He wasn't. He was speaking his mind. Okay. Now, this is something that law enforcement hates the most: is someone speaking their mind, right? Because some dumbass cop or whoever in the department didn't like what was said. Oh, we need to go get this guy and send him to asylum. Mm. So, so Democrats, whether you're a liberal or progressive, is anti-gun, anti-free speech, anti-God. Most of them are Luciferians, Jesuits, Tabata Jews, right? And they hate it because we have freedom of speech, right? Hey, yeah. They're anti-free speech, anti-gun, anti-religion. You name it, the whole thing. Um, Now, what's happening in Portland and Los Angeles and other places like that, Chicago and New York, ICE agents who are doing their job are being tagged on a daily basis. Okay, Yeah, on a daily basis. Now the thing is, the No Kings protest fucking backfired, big time. Fucking backfired, man. Um, so there's a dude in Los Angeles, just really not getting the hint that, dude, you're getting what you're voting for is absolutely nothing, you know, and you're being spoon fed and brainwashed into bullshit, to accept the bullshit you're voting for, man. And Democrats realize that they are not going to have a good day. So, number one, I will never ever be Democrat. Number two, I will never ever be Republican. I will always be a libertarian, conservative. Yes, I'm a conservative. Okay, very rare. A libertarian conservative. That's rare, right? Very, 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 very rare. Um, a lot of things are backfiring on Democrats. Okay, this is a full blown revenge tour. I'm saying this is the Trump administration with a vengeance. Okay, because what the Democrats did is they fucked around and find out. Okay, so it's funny, right? It's funny. I'm laughing on the inside, Shit. Um, I just think that if you're a progressive or a liberal Democrat or a neocon and rhino, if you're a fascist, socialist, Marxist, communist, cocksucker, you did this to your fucking self, okay? If you ain't down with that, know that we got three words for you. Go fuck yourself, okay? Go fuck yourself. All right? So, in closing, by the way, Antifa, you could go fuck yourself, okay? Portland PD, fuck you too, okay? Fuck you too. And to all Democrats, liberal and progressive, and neocons and rhinos, I got three words for you. Go fuck yourself. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, follow, share, repost, hit the bell for notification on YouTube, and always live healthy, happy, and wise. Love you guys. And we'll all see you next time on Rumble and YouTube. Peace out. Buddha bless. Godspeed.